Everyone, I'm pretty sure you've heard about the intense Israeli bombing and airstrikes on the south and the east of Lebanon. But my question is this a real war? Unfortunately, Israel now is using the same technique they've used before in Rafah. Do you remember back in April, May 2024 when Israel lied on you and in the whole world, saying that this is a limited military operation in Rafah for a couple of weeks because back then all eyes were on Rafah. Then after that, right after that, they massacred people. Their massacres led to the hanging of the dead bodies of children on the walls. If you didn't forget, they beheaded and burned people while sleeping in their tents peacefully in safe areas. They displaced more than 1 million persons from the city of Rafah, and they destroyed the entire city, and they are still now, until now, preventing people from going back to Rafah so far. And all of this is to avoid the anger and the condemnation of the international community that absolutely leads to nothing. And after a war of genocide, these condemnations, this anger leads to nothing. The same thing is happening now in Lebanon. Israel in less than a day has killed about 500 people in Lebanon. They displaced hundreds of thousands, and they erased entire families from the civil registry. They buried them under the rubble. The whole country is paralyzed. People are fleeing their homes. Schools are off. People are now sheltering in schools and universities. The Lebanese Ministry of Communications said that about 80,000 calls came from Israeli numbers to Lebanese civilian numbers, telling them to evacuate their homes and threatening them. Can you imagine this? It's even now a psychological warfare. They don't let a chance to terrorize people. The Israeli army yesterday bombed the highway that the Lebanese people are using to evacuate and flee their homes from the south and from the east to the middle of Lebanon and to the north. They're using the same techniques by terrorizing the population and killing civilians, mass killing civilians, that they used in Gaza in a whole year, an ongoing genocide for a whole year. So no doubt this is a genocide and a war against humanity. They are targeting humanity and civilians and civilian infrastructure.